What's up, you guys? It's your boy Felipe, and I'm super excited because today we are going to be watching Ryan Pineda's episode show on cash flow. Now, he recently put out a video that says cash flow is dumb. Focus on this instead. I'll put a link to it in my bio, and this isn't a hate, but this is actually out of respect and different point of views. So let's get started. All right, guys, before we get started though, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think. But I wanted to make a YouTube video on me, reacting to Ryan Pineda's cash flow is dumb play. I would respectfully disagree. And I actually really admire the guy. He's a great businessman. He does a lot of things really, really well. But I think this is what happens when people get to that level of financial independence where their cash flow is not as needed as their net worth. Let me start by saying, in minute 2 of the video, right around minute 2, he talks about growing his net worth instead of growing his cash flow.
And you've made over $1 million in profit. And it was definitely the right decision, because had I just invested that money into a rental, it would have been sitting there.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't grow up with money in my pocket or a baseball player or anything like that, right? I know he talks about not making a lot of money in baseball, but he talks about growing his net worth before his cash flow. I don't know about you guys, but I got a 3-year-old, and when he was 1 and 2 years old, my net worth never bought me diapers or formula or paid my rent or my water bill, right? My net worth didn't mean anything. So I needed cash flow. I needed one rental property to pay off my water bill so that what I used to pay for my water bill now goes to diapers or formula or whatever, right? So in my case, net worth wasn't what I was chasing. I was chasing cash flow so that I could pay those bills and be financially independent. And if you listen really close, son's in the background yelling, playing something. So by minute 2, he lost me when he said cash flow is dumb and that you should be focused more on net worth. And I get the gist of the video, right? You're supposed to be investing for long term, but sometimes, let's just be honest, I can't think past 3 months because I got bills to pay. I got diapers that I got to take care of. I can't afford to think about net worth 5-10 years down the road. I mean, can you relate? Just saying, I'm not rich. So buying for cash flow is important for the bills. Buying for cash flow is important for what I need right now. And that was really important to me. So I don't know, I kind of disagreed at that point. I was like, no, I don't think so, man. I honestly believe that when I started, I was buying for cash flow because I wanted to be there for my family. I wasn't worried about my net worth. My net worth is going to grow regardless investing in real estate. Whether his net worth is higher or lower, that's not as important to me as having financial independence for me and my family, to be there for my family, to have enough cash flow for them. And I took some notes. Another one that I read off was Ryan talks about flipping as if it was super easy. In between 5 and 6 minutes into the video, he talks about, hey guys, you need to be flipping and wholesaling so that you can have a lot of cash to then invest in real estate. But what he doesn't talk about is that a flip takes 3 to 5 months, let alone getting the financing. Let's say you go hard money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's say it takes you 3 to 5 months to flip a property. And there is no guarantee that you're going to get a gain from that, right? I don't know about you guys, but I didn't grow up rich, and I don't have 3 to 5 months to wait for a paycheck. How big or small it is. Some of us live month to month, right? Now, I thank God I no longer live that way, but I never want to get there, right? We grew up that way. So flipping a property just wasn't my first option because I didn't have the financial stability to do that. So this is why I say most people should start with cash flow, just to cover their bases, their mortgage, their bills, and their water, and their food. Once you have that, then venture into flipping, wholesaling, and other stuff that you can fall back on, because those are full-time jobs, right? Because some of us can't just up and quit our jobs. So, when he said, oh, you should be flipping, wholesaling, I was a little also lost about that. I was like, no, I don't agree with that. I think most people should start searching for the cash flow that's going to pay their water bill, their light bill, their home bills, their mortgage, and then go into things like that, right? And then risk it all, because at least you have your bases covered. And that's really important. So personally, I think you should go for cash flow first to cover your bases. to give you that fresh of breath. I always give this example. When my parents got divorced when I was 11, my dad left and all the money went with him. So we immediately felt that water rise to right about there, like we were going to drown. What cash flow did for my family was lower that water to where we can breathe again, right? And I feel like, I don't know how many of you guys feel that you're drowning, and right, we don't have the luxury, like Ryan Pineda said, to just go out and flip a property and make $10,000, $20,000 in 6 months and hopefully it sells. I just don't. I would rather have spent the last 3 years investing in cash flow producing properties that have given me financial independence to be able to now go and do those things, right? We don't all have that nest egg or whatever in the background to be able to take those 6 month risk. I need diapers now. I'm not worried about I need the formula for the baby now. I'm not, that stimmy didn't go far enough. So, personally, I didn't agree with this video so much. I think Ryan had a good fallback plan. He never talked about it when he started investing in real estate, but I would assume that he did. So he wasn't scared of risking 6 months of a year into a couple a couple flips or wholesale deals to get there. This is why personally, I tell my mentees, focus on the cash flow first to cover your bases and then go into wholesaling or something like that, right? Get that reactive income by flipping and wholesaling and all that, but make sure that you have your passive income down tight before you get there so that at least your bases are always covered, right? You never want to put your family in a tough situation. My suggestion is always to reach financial independence before you go out and start doing wholesaling and flipping, because wholesale and flipping are active jobs. It is a job when passive income is not. Now, in the video, fair enough, he did talk about, and you get rental properties, one major mistake could ruin a whole year's worth of cash flow. But let's say that happened at the 8th month, you can put that on a credit card and you still survived 8 months. I don't know about you guys, but I was in survival mode when I first started in real estate, and I needed that. I didn't have the availability to risk 6 months to wait for a flip check or a wholesale check. I needed cash flow now. So my money went into buying cash flow producing properties. The first 3 that I bought covered my light bill, my water bill, and my mortgage. And now all of a sudden I was like, okay, I at least know that those things are covered. And that was really important to me. So I love the guy. Ryan Pineda is an awesome dude. I'm actually going to put a link to that video if you guys want to watch it like I did. I definitely get where he's coming from, but personally, I disagree. I think cash flow is king, and I think you need to cover your bases before you get into other sorts of more risky real estate investing. Guys, if you liked my video, please leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button before you go. It really helps out. Boom!